Okay. So now on to some actual politics, shall we? So first off, in Yemen right now, right? Let's talk about what's going on in Yemen. President Trump has there we go. Has elected to do the here's my kill streak on Houthis, right? People that are fighting against imperialism, and all this other shit, right? Over in Yemen, which keep fighting the good fight, y'all. Fuck those guys. Keep being pirates. Pirates are awesome. Um, is that Trump was like, here's my kill streak, and posted a war crime. But then again, a commenter asked, "Are you like he's doing like a war crime?" And I was like, technically, yeah, I guess it could be, but like, is it really a crime if you don't like abide by the laws in the first place? So yeah, everything going on with Yemen and is just it's just the typical thing going on with the US. Standard imperialist war machine shit, right? Like all the airstrikes going on. We saw this happening, all this shit back on the war on terror and all sorts of other dog shit, right? We know what's happening, right? They're threatening capital, they're threatening trade, therefore their lives are moot and must be slaughtered and thrown off of a ship and sent to drown. Holy shit. Uh, I forgot to mention in this video, I'm sick. I'm very, very sick. Like, very sick. And my brain is just so totally fried. I haven't taken the steroids for it today, but I'll do that after this. Like it. God damn. There's really not much to talk about when it comes to Yemen. Obviously, there's a lot to talk about. I mean, there's all like the nuance of what's going on. Of like, do we think that what is happening is something that should be done? Obviously, the war crimes, no. But like, as in the Houthi fighters, retaliating and everything. Is this something that needs to be done? Is this something that should be like enacted? And I believe yes, right? Like they have the right to protect themselves, right? The Red Sea and everything that has been going on with Yemen, uh due to all sorts of shit, should be retaliated with. You should not blame people for attempting to protect themselves from an imperialist power, right? You cannot moralize it and say, oh, but they're being mean about it. You can't, right? That there is liberalism at play, right? That is what is known, and I do not mean civic liberalism, right? Meaning like progressiveness. I mean political liberalism, as in like supposedly like whitewashing capitalism so that it is still nice and gives you concessions but still ends up exploiting you, right? Like that is what these guys are like. And obviously there is uh the questions of, do they have class consciousness, are they just reactionary or the like, but that is that is something that should be talked about later, because right now that is not something that needs to be discussed because they're being actively fucking bombed, right? Like they're being fucking bombed. Of course they're of course they're not going to be like sitting down and doing book club shit. We need fucking Monkey D. Luffy on that boat right now, fucking up these trade vessels. God damn it! Come on. So yeah, I do not blame them for what is being done. Right? Like, You are being exploited. You are being fucking harassed and all this other shit. And these pirates are like the only people that are actively preventing this exploitation. And you could say, oh, but they're harming people too. Yeah, these people are being complicit in harming them, right? You can say, oh, but they're just doing their job. That's what the fucking Nazis said. You can't keep saying, oh, they're just doing their job. There is nuance, yes, but you also have to acknowledge the fact that if you are willingly going to a place that you know is dangerous and has pirate shit going on, and you think, oh, well, I'll be fine, or oh, well, we have guns and shit, we can fight them off, you are then actively being complicit. It's the same thing with soldiers, right? It is the same thing with soldiers. You cannot just say, "Oh, I'm just following orders," or "Oh, I just needed money." Like you can only say that to an extent, and then and then expect people to feel bad for you because you shot brown people, right? Like that's not going to work. That's not going to fly. You cannot just feel bad and say that you have PTSD and automatically expect sympathy or empathy when you have not done the things to actively either acknowledge and reprimand for the actions you took or say try and be better, right? Instead of wallowing or trying to gain clout at every opportunity because you committed war crimes in the Middle East for your fucking Lamborghini. That's imperialism 101. Doing crimes on other people for a military purpose. Gain money from it. That's imperialism 101. But yes, I will also acknowledge some people aren't aware of this, and some people go into the military for other reasons, or for free college and the like. And I get that. I understand that. Sometimes you have to do what you have to do. But if you are then forced to do things, and you either are complicit in doing that, or are unaware of then after the fact that you don't try and like reprimand what you did and try and do better next time, then there is no sympathy to be had. Anyway, praise be, I guess. Shout out to my Yemen dogs. Oh, okay,